Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 4 common myths of entrepreneurs. So if you are interested in this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So the first myth that I have is being busy is essential to entrepreneurship. How many times have you heard this phrase, this saying, this sentence, this idea expressed that you have to be busy in order to be successful? You have to be busy if you're going to be an entrepreneur. And although I can definitely see where people that say this saying are coming from, I have definitely felt like that at one point in my life as well. But I'm here to break that myth that you do not have to constantly be busy in order to be successful. You don't have to necessarily overbook yourself. You don't have to work really, really long hours each day. You don't have to deprive yourself of sleep. I remember when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, there were days that literally I would not get hardly any sleep. I would really sacrifice going to sleep. I would sacrifice my lunch breaks at work. And although I really don't regret anything that I went through during my entrepreneurial journey, because it really all has helped mold me and develop me into the person I am today, and it's given me so much insight and just different ideas and just a different way of looking at life altogether. So I don't regret anything. But if I knew what I knew now, that you don't necessarily have to be booked and busy like a lot of people portray in order to be successful, I can tell you that I definitely would have rearranged my life and my schedule structure in a completely different way. So I'm not going to say that with entrepreneurship, there are going to be times where you're never going to be busy. I'm not going to say that at all. I think that no matter what you do, there may be times where you are busy. It all depends on how you structure your schedule, but it's not a necessity that you remain busy in order to be productive and successful. I had to learn the difference between being busy versus being productive later on in my entrepreneurial journey. And there is a such thing as being productive and being busy at the same time. However, I try to structure my days in a way where I don't overwork myself. In a way where I don't deprive myself of eating, in a way where I'm able to spend time with my family and friends and still have a life outside of my business. That is extremely important. The days that I found myself overworking myself and just stressing and constantly being busy, I would either, one, forget things, like I would forget to do something or forget to grab something on my way out the door. I would just forget different things because I was so busy. And then also some things just wouldn't get done because I was trying to do too much in one day. I had too much on my plate. So if things did get done, they weren't getting done to the best of my ability. And it just it didn't feel comfortable. Also, I kind of started to just feel tapped out. There are times within entrepreneurship where you may feel tapped out. You may feel like, I don't have any other ideas. I don't have anything else to give to this business venture right now. I don't know what else to do. And because you're so overworked and you're constantly busy and you're not giving yourself the ability to sit back and think, or the ability to sit back and analyze your work, it can make you feel defeated in a sense. So that's the first myth that I wanted to go over. You don't necessarily have to be busy in order to be successful. Being busy is not necessarily essential to entrepreneurship. I would say being productive is. The next myth is making more money will solve everything. How many times have we all heard that too? If I had more money, I wouldn't have any issues with my business. If I could just make more money, everything would be so much smoother. Even people that aren't entrepreneurs, if my job gave me a raise, I wouldn't have any issues. I just need to make a little bit more per year and I'll be completely satisfied. And although a lot of people believe that, working in the financial industry and also working with different entrepreneurs via my consultations, side note, if you are interested in a business consultation with me, I will have the links down below. And I also do mentoring for 4 weeks, one-on-one mentoring. So if you are interested in that too, the link will be down below. And I may also have an exclusive discount code somewhere throughout this video. So make sure that you're staying tuned if you are interested in any of those services with me. But like I was saying, a lot of people have that mentality. If I make more money. And what I have found is that a lot of times it's not about making more money, but it's being able to manage the money that you already have. There are a lot of people that see a lot of money throughout the year with various ventures, and maybe they have, a couple jobs, or maybe they have one job and then they have a business venture, or maybe they have a job and then they're getting income from other sources. Whatever the case may be, there's a lot of people that receive a lot of money throughout the year, and they really don't have anything to show for it. Again, it's not necessarily because of the money, but it's because of the money management. You can give somebody that's not well with managing money, $100,000 and say, go ahead and spend it, pay all your bills with it. This is what you have to live off on for a whole year. And you can give somebody else $50,000 that is really good with managing their money, and you can tell them, go ahead, the same thing, spend it, manage it. This is what you have to live off for a year. And when you come back together, you may notice, shockingly, that the one with $50,000 was able to do a better job of budgeting and get more bang for their buck than the one that received $100,000 that had no money management skills. It is very important. And money management, let me say this too, is not just about making sure that you are shopping on a dime, or that you're, cutting out coupons, or that you're making sure you only shop when there's sales. That's not all money management is, but money management is more so a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of managing what you're getting in versus what goes out, and making sure that you have enough sources coming in to accommodate the lifestyle that you want to live, and also being patient enough where if you don't have the money that is coming in, to hold off on those lifestyle expenses that may not be in your budget at this time. So for example, if I'm making money and I want a new MacBook, although I may want the new MacBook and I can say, okay, wow, this is how I'm going to use it, this is how I'm going to invest it for my business. If it doesn't make sense financially at this moment for my life, I'm not going to get it. I'm not someone that just goes out and buy things just because. I'm not someone that's going to tell you, go ahead and put your last dollar into something, especially if you have children. Now, everyone is entitled to live life how they want to live life. Everyone's entitled to spend their money how they want to, but just being in the financial industry, like I said, and able to see how different people spent their money and how different people budgeted, and different people's savings accounts and financial structures, and then also working with different entrepreneurs and seeing how different investments really helped or hurt certain businesses, really helped change my perspective on money management. So like I said, I think that is a very common myth that making more money will just solve all of the issues. But I can almost guarantee you, in a lot of circumstances where people are saying that, and that person that's saying that is not financially responsible and they don't manage their money well, more money 9 times out of 10 is not going to help the problem. I remember there was a show that I used to watch where people would go and they would give someone that was homeless money. Or even the lotto show. There was a lotto show I used to watch, and people would win the lotto, and you would get to see where they were, 10 years, or maybe I think it was like a year down the line after they won the lotto. And a lot of people were shocked to see that they spent all their money from the lotto, or shocked to see that the money that went to someone that was homeless was spent in a year. And it's like, giving money to someone is not necessarily going to solve the issue. Throwing money at an issue really, rarely ever really fixes it. There's deeper roots that contribute to where you're at and why you're actually thinking that you need more money. So as much as it sounds like it's a good idea and a good rationality, more money, less problems, but mainly I think it boils down to money management, not necessarily increased income. Increased income is definitely helpful, but if you can't manage the money that you already have, like I said, making more money a lot of times is rarely going to solve that. The next myth that I want to go over is I don't have to communicate with customers if my business is based online. This is another myth. A lot of people believe that if they start a website, start selling products, they don't have to communicate. And I'm not going to say that you have to do anything with your business that you don't want to do. But I am going to say, from an aspect of someone that was very, let's say, reserved when it came to speaking to people that I didn't know, I tried to run my business, my website, without really talking to people that I didn't know, without making a presence on social media, without really just trying to stick within myself but still run a business. And then I also came to the realization that in order for me to give my business the best opportunity as it possibly can have, I'm going to need to push it a little bit harder. I'm going to need to actually be an advocate for my business. I'm going to need to actually sell my business, let people know about my business, advertise my business. And so when it comes to selling your business, I'm not speaking about, selling it and someone else taking over my business, but I'm speaking in the aspect of being a sales representative for my business, going out and advertising, going out and explaining the benefits and making a connection with different people as to how what I'm offering can help solve their needs or their wants. It's definitely beneficial. It has definitely been beneficial in my business experience. So even if I find myself being nervous, there are times that I had to overcome my nervous feelings and my anxious feelings in order for me to push my business to the point that it needs to be. So you can have a website and not speak to customers, but I think a lot of people have that analogy that they're going to just make a website and automatically just start receiving sales coming in. And I'm not going to say that you're not going to get any sales coming in, but I am going to say that even online businesses take work. I've had experience running a brick and mortar location for my business as well as online, and I can tell you they both take work. Online, I have a lot more flexibility to be able to move around and kind of multitask and have more freedom and flexibility in my schedule. But that does not mean or negate the fact that I'm still constantly working on my business. I still constantly speak with different customers. I have a chat feature on my website where I'm answering questions very consistently. I'm still replying to emails. I still have a business line where I'm texting. And not only that, but I also reply to different comments and DMs on my social media platforms. And there are times that I go out in public as well and I'm advertising my business. I'm starting conversations about my business. So it's a constant work for me. So that is another myth that a lot of people believe, I'm just going to go ahead and start a website. I'm not going to have to do anything and I'm just going to get money coming in. And although money may come in, you still want, I think the goal for a lot of entrepreneurs is to ultimately have as much traffic to your website as you possibly can, connect with as many people as you possibly can, gross as much as you possibly can, net as much as you possibly can. And, speaking with people is definitely essential to doing that. And then the last myth that I'm going to go over is my sales won't increase until I utilize paid ads. So I've made tons of videos on this channel in regards to paid ads. I've had tons of experiences in regards to paid ads. I've spent tons of money when it comes to paid ads. And what I can say is that I think there's a time and a place for everything. Paid ads definitely can help depending on your plan for your business. Organic advertising can help as well, and marketing depending on your plan for your business. It all just depends on where you're at. Everyone doesn't have the same goals. Everyone does not have the same marketing techniques or strategies, but it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. I can tell you what I personally enjoyed better for my business. I've mentioned it on other videos that I personally found more benefit and more success when it came to organic marketing and advertising versus paid ads. However, I'm not going to say that paid ads won't help any businesses out there or haven't helped any businesses out there. But I can say that when you're looking at budgeting your business and you're looking at how much you have available to spend for marketing and advertising, how much you have for inventory and things like that, if you don't have enough in the budget to pay for paid ads, there are other ways around advertising your business besides going through paid ads. I would try other alternatives. I have tons of videos on this channel in regards to how to market without using paid ads. So if you are interested in that, or if you're struggling with marketing and advertising and you don't have the funds to pay, or you really just want to save the money that you were spending on paid ads and invest in another portion of your business, I understand that too. And like I said, I have videos that give tips and step-by-steps on different ways to organically market and promote your business. So that's another myth. You don't necessarily have to use paid ads to increase your sales. I actually saw more of an increase in my sales, more of a increase with my abandoned carts even when I did organic marketing. I got traffic with paid ads, but a lot of times with the traffic with paid ads, I would have to, it wasn't as secure. Like the paid ads didn't convert into as many sales as the organic approach did for me. Again, that's just my experience. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with paid ads, but I do want to state that it is a myth that you have to use paid ads in order to increase your sales, because you truly don't. There are tons of businesses that have never used paid ads that are increasing their sales month over month. And there are tons of businesses that have used paid ads and they have not seen any positive outcome from it. So, or besides the website traffic. And just because you're getting website traffic, doesn't mean that your business is going in the direction that you need it to go in. You can have tons of website traffic and no orders, tons of website traffic and nobody signing up for your email mailing list, tons of website traffic and no one reaching out to ask any questions, or no one leaving abandoned carts, and very minimal interaction with your website, and very short time spans that people are actually staying on your site. So you just want to be cautious and look at the overall picture of your business. But that is another myth that I wanted to discuss on this video. So I really hope that this video helped. If you have any additional entrepreneurial myths that you'd like to leave down below, feel free to do that. If you have any other content ideas or video suggestions, I'd love to hear those as well. I do want to thank you all for watching. Please make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already. Also, there is a new feature on YouTube called Super Thanks, where you can show your appreciation to different content creators by leaving a tip under the video. So any of my videos that you watch, if you feel motivated to leave a tip, I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for watching, and you can now do that. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. I want to thank you all for watching again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.